Chris with Hobby Legends, and we are ripping more Marvel. It is Marvel round 2 for today, and this round we are ripping 2024 Marvel's Masterpieces 92 Platinum, and such a fun set. I know most of you have watched it many times before, but for those that are new, this is one of my favorite sets from Marvel. It is an upper deck set. Since now Topps has the license, that's what you guys saw earlier with Marvel Chrome. And what is up, Ha? Thanks for joining us. And who are we looking for you today? Let's see if we can lure them out of the boxes for you. All right, there is our 9 boxes of fun. Let's dig into the 92 Platinum. And for this, everything goes with the character pictured on the front with the exception of the Battle Spectrum spot. That is its own spot. Everything else will go to the character pictured on the front of the card. All right, very nice. Got some X-Men characters, Sabretooth, Cyclops, Magneto, and some others. Yeah, let's see if we can find some goodies for you today, Ha. All right, everybody, let's get to ripping. And we're going to lead off with Thanos, followed by Professor X on the cover variant. Up next, we have Namorita on the canvas, and then Havoc to finish off pack number 1. And welcome back, Mike. Yeah, looking for Jean Grey, Ghost Rider, Shadowcat, and the one true Goblin, the Green Goblin. And there's Galactus, followed by Loki on the rainbow cover variant. And then Professor X on the clear. And Bullseye to finish off our pack. Yeah, hopefully we got some goodies in store for you today, Mike. And there's White Queen, followed by Wolverine on the cover variant. And then we have Hawkeye on the canvas and Mephisto to finish off our pack. Oh no, Jared! Don't tell me, man. I'm gonna watch right as after we're done ripping. And there's Rogue, and our first lenticular today is going to Havoc. And yeah, lenticular, man. I can't wait till Top starts putting some lenticulars in their sets. And there's Wonder Man on the rainbow, and then Storm to finish off her pack. It does, man. This is a fun set. We've ripped it many times, and I enjoy it each and every time. And there's Sandman, followed by Doctor Strange on the canvas. And then our first blue tracks today is going to Bullseye. And Blob to finish off our pack. Ooh. And we got a thick one, everybody. Oh, very nice, Hassa. That did not take long. All right, so it's going to be a Plexi. Our rainbow in the back is going to Silver Sable. And our first Plexi today. Ooh, Thomas. Thomas, I hope you have him in this one. That is the Unstoppable Juggernaut on the Plexi. The only card big enough to fit the Unstoppable Juggernaut. So very nice. Our first Plexi today is going to Juggernaut. 6 o'clock, Jared. 6 o'clock Pacific time. I am ready for that one. And there's Mojo, followed by Wolverine on the fantastic covers. And then we have Mojo again, this time on the canvas. And Professor X to finish off our pack. Ooh, and there's Remy LeBeau, the Gambit. And behind Gambit, we're going to have our first bit of numbered action. It's going to be a Pink Lasers, and I think we know who it is. Very nice. Going to Archangel on the Pink Lasers. So there you go, Archangel, our first spot to see some numbered action. And he is 871 of 992 on the Pink Lasers. And there you go with your first goodie for Magneto. Very nice on the leather. And then Wolverine to finish off our pack. And there's Captain Britain, followed by Thor on the corner box creations. It took me a second. And there's Gambit on the canvas. So a little more Remy action there. I know, man. It is Blake Snellzilla tonight. And there's Namorita, followed by Mr. Fantastic on the cover variant. And up next, we're going to have a clear. It is going to Electro. And then Lizard to finish off our pack. I'm hoping so, Jared. I want a quick series, man. No messing around in the wild card round. And there's Hawkeye, followed by Spidey on the corner box creations. Up next, we have Captain Britain on the canvas. And then Thing to finish off our pack. Ooh, very cool. So we're going to get a second numbered card in box 1. Going to lead off with Doctor Strange. And behind him, we have a red prism. And that is going to Bishop on the red prism cover variant. So there you go, Bishop. And for Bishop, he is 290 of 292 on the red prism. Up next, we have Leader on the clear, and then Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, to finish off box number 1. And what is up, Timmy? Thanks for joining. And hopefully we got some goodies waiting for us in the rest of our boxes here. All right, box number 2. What do you got in store for us? We're going to lead off with Scarlet Witch, followed by Spidey on the fantastic covers. And I think behind Spidey we have our first holo foil. We sure do, and there you go, man. Your next spot to strike. It is Jean Grey on the holo foil. So very nice. And then Moon Knight to finish off our pack. And there's Archangel. And behind him we're going to have another pink lasers, and I think it's straight out of the Savage Land. Very nice. It is Sauron on the cover variant pink lasers. So there you go, Sauron. And he is 281 of 692 on the pink lasers. And then behind him we're going to have another lenticular, and this one is going to Feral. And then Iceman to finish off our pack. Yeah, that's going to be another good series. I think all 4 wild card series are going to be pretty darn good. And there's the Enchantress, followed by Iron Man on the corner box creations. And then we have Luke Cage on the clear and Electro to finish off our pack. Oh, really? You got Mike checked this round, huh? And there's Loki, but hopefully we can find some goodies for all your spots as well. And there's Captain Marvel on the corner box creations. And then Invisible Woman on the canvas and Bishop to finish off our pack. And there's North Star. Well, I'm glad you're able to get at least a few. And very cool, we got some action for Venom on the Rainbow Corner Box Creations. So there you go, Venom. And up next is Namor on the clear, and then Shatterstar to finish off our pack. Yeah, that's what I hear too with Roki, so we shall see how that goes. And oh no, it's a variant. Yeah, you see that blue up top, and you think you had a PMG for a second. We're going to lead off with Cyclops. And then we have the Enchantress on the cover variant Rainbow. Followed by Nova on the canvas, and then Mole Man to finish off our pack. Oh, right. Or let's see if we can see some Red Skull for you. And there's Apocalypse. Followed by Cable on the clear, and then Mr. Adam Warlock on the Rainbow, and Apocalypse to finish off our pack. And there's Invisible Woman. Followed by Phoenix on the cover variant. And then we have Ghost Rider on the canvas and Leader to finish off our pack. And there's Nova. And then we have Deathlock on the leather and blue tracks behind him. That is going to Havoc. So Havoc on the blue tracks and Colossus to finish off our pack. Oh, very nice. All right, let's see if we can find some more Phoenix action and Bullseye. And I think we got Bullseye already on a blue tracks, right? And there's Ghost Rider. Followed by Major Victory on the canvas. And very cool, there's a goodie for Spidey. Spider-Man on the Rainbow. You can swing in anytime, Mr. Spider. And Phoenix to finish off our pack. And there's Major Victory. Followed by Black Panther on the cover variant. And up next we have Luke Cage on the leather. And Black Panther to finish off our pack. And last pack here of round box 2, I should say. And there's Morbius. And we do have another red prism. And this one is going to Captain Britain on the red prism. So there you go, Captain Britain. And he is 258 of 492 on the red prism. And then we have Morbius on the canvas and Mr. Fantastic to finish off box number 2. But so far so good. Running into 2 numbered cards per box so far. No, but that's how it is with Spidey, Wolverine, Venom. Usually the bigger type spots, it is more feast or famine. Because, I mean, those kind of spots, you hit a numbered parallel, and a lot of times it's going to pay for your break. And come on, 618, let's see if we can find some Kurt Connors action for you. And there's Quasar, followed by Deathlock on the fantastic covers. And we do have another holo foil coming up. And there you go, Tony Stark. It is Iron Man on the holo foil. So very nice. Iron Man is on the board. And then Sabretooth to finish off our pack. You'd be surprised. And there's Thor to lead off this one. And then pink lasers behind him. Ooh, there's Morbius on the pink lasers. So there you go, Morbius. And he is 616 of 692 on the pink lasers. And behind him we have another lenticular, and this one is going to Moon Knight. So very nice. And then Tombstone to finish off our pack. At least some of the Battle Spectrum cards do. And Jimmy, welcome on in, man. And there's Jean Grey. Followed by Namor on the Corner Box Creations. And then we have Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat on the clear. Followed by the Shadow Cat to finish off her pack. And there's Iron Man. Followed by Dazzler on the Rainbow cover variant. And then snapping his way into the break is Thanos on the canvas. And then Nightcrawler to finish off her pack. No, and some of the old 90s sets are pretty awesome, man. I was huge into Marvel when I was young. And there's Super Skrull. And speaking of Battle Spectrum, there's our first one today. It is Silver Surfer versus Thanos. So his Battle Spectrum is on the board. And then we have a clear going to Blob. And Adam Warlock to finish off our pack. And there's Doc Ock. Followed by Night Thrasher on the Blue Tracks cover variant. And then we have Galactus on the canvas. And then Spidey hanging out in the back of the pack. And there's Venom. Followed by Strong Guy on the cover variant. Up next we have Apocalypse on the clear. And then Wonder Man to finish off her pack. And there's Nick Fury. And we have a cover variant Rainbow going to North Star. Followed by White Queen on the canvas. And then Silver Sable to finish off her pack. And there's Red Skull. We want to see you in numbered form, sir. Followed by Kurt Connors, the Lizard on the cover variant. And then we have Johnny Blaze on the leather. And then Psylocke to finish off her pack. And there's the Man Without Fear, Daredevil. Followed by Rogue on the canvas. And then we have Psylocke on the rainbow. And Night Thrasher to finish off her pack. And there's Elektra. Followed by Darkhawk on the leather. And then we have Mephisto on the blue tracks. And Human Torch to finish off her pack. Ooh, very, very cool. Do you guys see what I see? We have a red Precious Metals gem coming up. So we're going to lead off with Nightmare. Alright, good luck everybody. Oh, and it's going to T'Challa. Very cool. That is Black Panther on the red Precious Metals gem. Very, very nice. There you go, Black Panther. Very cool on the red PMG. And for Black Panther, he is 91 of 100 on the red PMG. So very nice. And there's just that little bit there on the bottom that is the case with a lot of the PMGs. But other than that, this one looks fantastic. So very cool, man. Congrats to Black Panther on the red PMG. And then we have Sandman on the canvas. And then Dr. Doom on the rainbow. But that was a heck of a way to end that box. Yeah, the edges did look pretty good. But it's always that bottom, like left corner or so. Not quite all the way to the corner. But that is always the spot where a lot of the PMGs have just that little bit of wear. No, that is very true. It is tough to gem PMGs. Anything that is foil-based is always going to be brutal. And there's Jubilee, followed by Leader on the cover variant. And then we have Night Thrasher on the clear and Silver Surfer to finish off her pack. Oh my goodness! Do you guys see what we have now? Oh my. Alright, we're going to lead off with Sleepwalker. But behind Sleepwalker, that is another PMG, and this one is green. So it's going to be all the way down to 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I think we have another vampire sighting. Morbius. What a break. Morbius on the green Precious Metals gem. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back boxes with a PMG, and the second one is a green. There you go, Morbius, man. I think you win the break, and we still have 5+ boxes to go. That is awesome. And yeah, again, just that's the little spot I'm talking about. Right under the M right there of Marvel. That is where most of the PMGs have that little bit of wear. And for Morbius, he is 4 of 10 on the green. So very, very cool, man. We go from red PMG to 100 to green to 10. That is so sweet, man. Congrats to the Morbius spot on that one. And then we have Archangel on the rainbow cover variant. And Loki on the canvas to finish off the pack. But my goodness, man. Could this be the day where we see 3 in 9 boxes? And there's Juggernaut. Followed by Colossus on the cover variant. Ooh, and we have Wood. Very nice. Nick Fury on the Wood. So there you go, Mr. Fury. And the Woods are 1 in every 72 packs. So very nice hit there for Mr. Fury. And then Dazzler to finish off our pack. So far, Timmy, the boxes are doing all the heavy lifting. And there's Quicksilver. Followed by North Star on the canvas. And then we have Shadowcat on the rainbow. And Cable to finish off our pack. And there's Captain America. Followed by Mr. Sinister on the leather. And then we have Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat on the blue tracks. And Green Goblin to finish off our pack. And there's Dormammu. Followed by Cyclops on the canvas. And rainbow behind him is another X-Men. It is Nightcrawler. And Black Widow to finish off our pack. I agree, Bob. And there's Weapon Omega. Followed by Doctor Strange on the corner box creations. And then we have Scarlet Witch on the canvas. And Adam Warlock to finish off our pack. Oh my goodness. Alright, so the low numbered goodies are a-flowing. We're going to lead off with Feral. And then do you see what I see now? Oh man, and that's going to Doc Ock. What a color match. Dr. Octopus on the green. There you go, Otto Octavius, man. On the Emerald Surge to 10. Good gracious, man. I don't think there's ever been a break where we found double green. What a 3-box run, man. Doc Ock on the Emerald Surge to 10. There you go, Otto Octavius. And for Doc Ock, he is 3 of 10 on the Emerald Surge. Alright, boxes, keep on delivering. And there's Deathlock on the Lenticular. And Darkhawk to finish off our pack. And there's Speedball. And our second Battle Spectrum card is Spider-Man versus Venom. So very nice. Another goodie for the Battle Spectrum spot. And there's Sabretooth on the clear. And Ultron to finish off our pack. And dude, we still have 5+ boxes too. That is the crazy part, man. And there's Doctor Doom. Followed by Adam Warlock on the cover variant. And there's Archangel on the canvas. And Namor to finish off our pack. And there's Sauron. Followed by She-Hulk on the corner box creations. And there's Spidey on the clear. And Deathbird to finish off our pack. And we're going to lead off with Beast. Followed by Speedball on the cover variant blue tracks. Up next we have the Enchantress on the canvas. And then Hobgoblin to finish off our pack. So yeah, that was one just crazy 4-box run. Red PMG, green PMG, Emerald Surge. My goodness, man. Come on, boxes. Let's keep it rolling. And there's Iron Man. Followed by Daredevil on the corner box creations. And then we have Jubilee on the canvas and Wonder Man to finish off our pack. And there's Super Skrull. And behind him we're going to have a Pink Lasers. And that is going to Namorita on the Pink Lasers. And for Namorita, she is 396 of 992 on the Pink Lasers. And there's Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin on the leather. And Silver Sable to finish off our pack. And there's Doc Ock. Followed by the Incredible Hulk on the corner box creations. And then we have Sleepwalker on the canvas. and Psylocke to finish off her pack. And there's Venom. And behind him, we're going to have another Pink Lasers. And this one is going to Mojo on the Pink Lasers cover variant. And for Mojo, he is 518 of 692. And then we have Colossus on the clear and Night Thrasher to finish off her pack. And there's Nick Fury, followed by Black Panther on the fantastic covers. And there's the Unstoppable Juggernaut on the canvas. And Human Torch to finish off her pack. And there's Red Skull, followed by Feral on the blue tracks. And then we have Wolverine on the clear. And Kingpin to finish off her pack. And there's Daredevil, followed by Shatterstar on the cover variant. And then we have Quicksilver on the canvas. And Mr. Sinister to finish off her pack. And there's Elektra, followed by Scarlet Witch on the rainbow cover variant. And then we have Havoc on the clear and Deathlock to finish off the pack. Is that you, Ski? Oh man, congrats on that one. That is such a fantastic hit, and I'm glad that you got to see it. And there's Nightmare, followed by Mole Man on the cover variant. And up next we have Steve Rogers, Captain America on the canvas. And then Luke Cage to finish off her pack. Oh yeah, dude, that is all you need, man. You don't need much when you find yourself a green PMG. And there's Hulk, followed by Speedball on the lenticular. And then we have Sabretooth on the rainbow. And Magneto to finish off her pack. But very happy for you, Ski, man. And there's She-Hulk, followed by Dormammu on the canvas. And blue tracks behind him. Oh, we know who that is. That is Ben Grimm, the Thing, on the blue tracks. And then Johnny Blaze to finish off her pack. Ooh, and we got another thick one. So our rainbow in the back is going to Tombstone. Ooh, very nice. That is the Incredible Hulk. So there you go, Hulk. Hulk is starting to smash on this one. Showing up here on the Plexi. And I like it so far. Our two Plexis were two just big characters with Juggernaut and Hulk. So there you go, Incredible Hulk on the Plexi. And that is going to bring us to our next box. And we're going to lead off with the Enchantress. And nice, another one for the Battle Spectrum spot. It is Thing versus Hulk. So very cool. That is our third Battle Spectrum card already. And there's another holo foil. This one is going to Quasar. And then Mole Man to finish off her pack. And there's Loki. And behind him we're going to have another Pink Lasers. And my goodness, the Unstoppable Juggernaut strikes again. This time on the Pink Lasers. So there you go, Juggernaut. And he is 525 of 992 on the Pink Lasers. And behind him we have a Doom sighting. It is Dr. Doom on the lenticular. And Apocalypse to finish off her pack. And there's Northstar, followed by Silver Surfer on the Corner Box Creations. And up next we have Wonder Man on the clear. And then Leader to finish off her pack. And there's Cyclops, followed by Black Widow on the cover variant. And then we have Elektra on the canvas. And Colossus to finish off her pack. And there's the Invisible Woman, followed by Star-Lord on the fantastic covers. And then we have Human Torch on the clear. And Phoenix right behind him. And there's Nova. And blue tracks behind him. Very nice. That is going to Weapon Omega on the blue tracks cover variant. Followed by Nightmare on the canvas. And then Black Panther to finish off our pack. And there's Ghost Rider. Followed by Moon Knight on the cover variant. And there we go. Magneto on the clear. So a little Magneto action there. And Mr. Fantastic to finish off our pack. And there's Major Victory. Followed by Captain America on the cover variant rainbow. And the Incredible Hulk on the canvas. And Professor X to finish off her pack. And there's Morbius. followed by Iceman on the cover variant. And then we have Feral on the leather, and Wolverine hanging out in the back of the pack. And there's Mojo, followed by She-Hulk on the canvas. And there's Bullseye on the rainbow, and Strong Guy to finish off our pack. Hopefully we can find him here pretty soon. Looking for some Kurt Connors action. And we're going to lead off with Gambit, followed by Speedball on the leather. And then we have Strong Guy on the blue tracks. And there he is, Lizard hanging out in the back of the pack. We would like to see you in parallel form, though, Mr. Connors. And there's Captain Britain, followed by Nomad on the canvas. And then we have Mephisto on the rainbow, and Thing to finish off our pack. Alright, that leaves us with 3 boxes to go in this one. Come on, final 3. Let's add some more goodies to the board. Can we get greedy and find another PMG? That would just be so amazing. And there's Juggernaut, followed by Cable on the cover variant. And then we have White Queen on the canvas, and Moon Knight to finish off our pack. And there's Quicksilver, followed by Quicksilver again, this time on the rainbow cover variant. And then we have Tombstone on the clear, and Iceman to finish off our pack. And there's Captain America, followed by the Green Goblin on the cover variant. And then we have Rogue flying in on the canvas, and Electro to finish off our pack. And there's Dormammu. And we do have another lenticular. And very nice, this one is Mr. Fantastic on the lenticular. So there you go, Reed Richards. Followed by Black Cat on the rainbow, and Bishop to finish off our pack. And there's Scarlet Witch, followed by the Man Without Fear. It is Daredevil on the canvas, and Wolverine on the blue tracks. It's a little bit of action for the man with the claws. And then Shatterstar to finish off our pack. Ooh, very cool. We do have another Plexi coming up. So Rainbow in the back is going to Havoc. And our third Plexi today, this one is going to Weapon Omega on the Plexi. So there you go, Weapon Omega. And there's Speedball. And there's one for the random. It is Thing and Human Torch on the Corner Box Creations. We will do a random at the end of the break for that card. And there's Doctor Strange on the canvas, and Hobgoblin to finish off our pack. And there's Doctor Doom. And behind Victor, we're going to have a Pink Lasers. And that is going to Kang on the Pink Lasers. So there you go, Kang the Conqueror. And for Kang, he is 728 of 992 on the Pink Lasers. And then we have Weapon Omega on the leather, and Silver Surfer to finish off our pack. And there's Sauron, followed by Moon Knight on the Fantastic covers, and then Thanos on the canvas, and Dazzler to finish off our pack. And there's Beast, followed by Dazzler on the cover variant, and then we're going to have Strong Guy on the clear, and Cable to finish off our pack. And there's Jubilee, followed by Captain America on the Corner Box Creations. And then we have Galactus on the canvas, and Green Goblin to finish off our pack. Ooh, and we do have another numbered card. So leading off with Sleepwalker, and behind him we're going to have a Red Prism, and that is going to Mephisto on the Red Prism cover variant. And for Mephisto, he is 185 of 292 on the Red Prism. And there's a little Bullseye action for you. Bullseye on the clear. And then Black Widow to finish off her pack. And there's Rogue, followed by Bishop on the clear. And then we have Storm on the rainbow, and Sabretooth to finish off her pack. And there's Sandman, followed by Electro on the cover variant. And then Doctor Doom on the canvas. And Tombstone to finish off her pack. And there's Kang, followed by Night Thrasher on the leather. And there we go. We have tracked down Mr. Connors for you. Lizard on the blue tracks. And then Shadowcat to finish off our pack. And there's Quasar, followed by Sauron on the canvas. And then the Blob on the rainbow. And Nightcrawler to finish off our pack. And there's Thor, followed by Bishop on the cover variant. And there's Human Torch on the leather. And Adam Warlock to finish off our pack. And there's Jean Grey. And behind Jean, we do have another red prism. And this one is going to Sleepwalker on the red prism. And for Sleepwalker, he is 294 of 492 on the red prism. And then we have Beast on the canvas. And Spidey hanging out in the back of the pack. And there's Namorita, followed by Thanos on the corner box creations. And then we're going to have another hollow foil. Very cool. What a worthy one. It is Thor on the hollow foil. So there you go, Thor. And then Black Cat to finish off our pack. I know how I would love to see it for you, man. Come on. We want to see some Magneto low-numbered action. And there's Hawkeye. And Pink Lasers behind him is going to Strong Guy on the Pink Lasers cover variant. And for Strong Guy, he is 112 of 692. And then we have another lenticular, and it is going to Archangel. And Havoc to finish off our pack. And there's Doctor Strange, followed by Cable on the corner box creations. And then we have Deathbird on the clear. And Bullseye to finish off our pack. And there's Thanos, followed by Thor on the fantastic covers. And then we have Weapon Omega on the canvas. And Mephisto to finish off our pack. And there's Galactus, followed by Cyclops on the rainbow corner box creations. It's a little goodie for Scott Summers. And there's Green Goblin on the clear. And Storm to finish off our pack. There's White Queen. And then rainbow cover variant going to Dormammu. And there's Feral on the canvas and Blob to finish off our box. But my goodness, man, we just had such a crazy run early in this break with 2 PMGs and an Emerald Surge to 10. And that brings us to our final box. And final box, do you have any more goodies waiting for us? We would like to go low just one more time, please and thank you. We're going to lead off with Doc Ock. And there's another one for the random. It is Thor and Hulk on the double shot. And another variant for Kang. Kang on the hollow foil. And Human Torch to finish off our pack. And there's Venom. And behind him we're going to have a Pink Lasers. And my goodness, he truly was unstoppable today. Juggernaut on the Pink Lasers cover variant. There you go, Juggernaut. And for Juggernaut, he is 544 of 692 on the Pink Lasers. I think he has 2 numbered cards plus the Plexi, man. Very good showing for Juggy. And there's Black Cat on the lenticular. And Kingpin to finish off our pack. And there's Nick Fury, followed by Spider-Gwen on the corner box creations. And then we have Black Widow on the clear. And Mr. Sinister to finish off our pack. And there's Red Skull, followed by Star-Lord and Rocket on the corner box creations. And then we have Mojo on the canvas and Deathlock to finish off our pack. And there's Daredevil, followed by Captain America on the rainbow fantastic covers. So there you go, Cap. Shatterstar on the clear. And then Luke Cage to finish off our pack. And there's Elektra, followed by Sleepwalker on the rainbow cover variant. And then my boy Remy LeBeau, the Gambit on the canvas. And there's Magneto to finish off the pack. And there's Nightmare, followed by Phoenix on the clear. And then a little more lizard love. It is Kurt Connors on the rainbow. And Johnny Blaze to finish off our pack. And there's the Incredible Hulk, followed by Hobgoblin on the cover variant. And then we have Captain Britain on the canvas and Adam Warlock to finish off our pack. And there's She-Hulk, Followed by She-Hulk again, but this time on the leather. And then we have Professor X on the blue tracks. And Darkhawk to finish off our pack. And there's Nomad. Followed by Namorita on the canvas. And then Ben Grimm, the Thing on the rainbow. And Ultron to finish off our pack. And there's Weapon Omega. Followed by Silver Surfer on the cover variant. And then we have Nomad on the leather. And Namor to finish off our pack. And my goodness, man, we have made it to the final pack. And what a break we saw today. Let's see if our final pack has one more goodie for us. And lo and behold, they do. Very nice. We have one more red prism coming up. So we're going to lead off with Farrell. And our final numbered card today. Oh, that is going to Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin on the red prism. So there you go, Wilson. And for Kingpin, he is 267 of 492 on the red prism. And then we have Hawkeye on the canvas. And Deathbird to finish off the break. But my goodness, man, did we get blessed today by our boxes. A green PMG, a red PMG, and an Emerald Surge to 10. Man, that was a lot of fun. Give us 2 seconds, everybody, and we will go through our recap of all of our numbered goodies.
Go do left, right, or top?
Left, right. All right, let's get to it, man. We have 2 cards to 10 to go through. That is just unreal. Yeah, just like you said, Ha, it is unreal. So first up, we have Emerald Surge to 10 for Dr. Octopus. That is so sweet. Color match to boot. And then also a green PMG to 10 for Morbius. And congrats again, Ski. That is just such a fantastic card, man. And we also found a red PMG to 100 for Black Panther. Up next, we have our red prism cover variants to 292. We found Bishop, Mephisto, and regular red prisms to 492. Captain Britain, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, Sleepwalker. And up next, we have our pink laser cover variants, leading off with Sauron, Mojo, Strong Guy, Juggernaut, and those are all to 692. And then our regular pink lasers to 992. We found Archangel, Morbius, Namorita, Juggernaut, and Kang. Up next, we'll go through our blue Traxxas. We found Professor X, Lizard, Wolverine, Strong Guy, Weapon Omega, Farrell, Thing, Black Cat, Speedball, Night Thrasher, Mephisto, Havoc, and Bullseye. Oh, much appreciated. I feel the same way, Mike. I love ripping this set. This is just such a fantastic set. And up next, we're going to look at our lenticulars. Leading off with Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat, Archangel, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Doom, Speedball, Deathlock, Moon Knight, Farrell, and Havoc. Up next, we'll look at our holo foils. We found Kang, Thor, Quasar, Iron Man, and Jean Grey. And our plexis, Weapon Omega, Hulk, and the unstoppable Juggernaut. And we did find wood one time today. It is going to Mr. Nick Fury. And our Battle Spectrum spot, we found 3 of the 5 today. Thing versus Hulk, Spider-Man versus Venom, and Silver Surfer versus Thanos. And last thing to do is decide the fate of these 2 cards. Hulk and Thing are going to be our characters on the left, and Human Torch and Thor will be our characters on the right. And for those that are new, we always use a site called random.org to decide the fate of our cards. And it's going to be a simple left and right list. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll 2 virtual dice. And the dice are going to decide how many times we randomize our list. So the dice have decided 9 is the number. 3 on the left and 6 on the right for a total of 9. So we're going to go back to our list, randomize it 9 times, and whichever one is on the top of the 9th roll, that is the winner. All right, as you guys can see, we have rolled 8 times, so the next one is for keeps. And the winning side is the right side. So for Hulk and Thor, that will be going to Thor. And for Thing and Human Torch, that will be going to Human Torch. And my goodness, everybody, that was a whole lot of fun. I do believe we're doing more Marvel next week, so make sure to be ready on eBay, get your bids in, and even if you don't join the break on the bid side, it's just such a fun set to watch, whether you have skin in the game or not. So make sure to join us next time for our next Marvel rips. But thanks again, everybody, and I hope to see you all again. Bye.